Welcome to video 6-3. How are we going to start building our list of target radio shows for us to go on to sell more product? Thank you for watching this Udemy series, and I hope you're enjoying it. Now, in this video, I want to give you the very specific ways that I built my lists. My list probably have about 2,000 radio shows and hosts in it now, almost all in the entrepreneurship or business categories. That's what I was interested in promoting, an entrepreneurship book. So I want to talk about the ways that I found those hosts. The three best sources are LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. Very good sources. Let me talk about LinkedIn for just a second first. Now on LinkedIn, you always list your profession: radio host, radio show producer, and they have a great search function. The problem is if you were to go on LinkedIn and just search for radio host, you'd probably find 10, 20, 30,000 people. It's just not specific enough. So I typed in entrepreneurship radio show in the search box as the keywords of an advanced Google search. And you can see one of those on the screen right now. The amazing thing about this is that when I did this search, I found 1,800 entrepreneurship radio host postings on LinkedIn. That's 1,800 potential radio shows for me to get on. Now, I'm sure a lot of those are not good targets, right? Some of them maybe they have entrepreneurship and radio show in different parts of their profile and they shouldn't have come up anyway. That's probably going to be true for about a third of them. However, there's at least 1,200 great sources of information for you right there. Right there. 1,200 shows on your exact topic, my exact topic, entrepreneurship radio shows. Now what do? You go to each and every one of them. You click on every one of them. And that may take hours. It may take hours. Again, I try to do 100 a weekend. So I'll try to click 100 times and then get email addresses using that method. Now, sometimes you have to reach out to the people before LinkedIn will give you the email message or their email address. I don't really know what I want to say about this. LinkedIn says that you're not supposed to reach out to people that you don't already know. I've reached out to thousands of people that I didn't know in advance, and I've gotten kicked off of LinkedIn twice. I had to go to LinkedIn school to be reinstated. I'm not making this up. It's still worth doing. I still do it. Reach out to people that you don't know. And in the message box, say, I'm sorry I don't know you, but I found you on LinkedIn. I think you're an interesting radio host. I think I'd be a great guest. Will you connect with me? Leave the message right there in the LinkedIn request form and explain to these people why you're reaching out to them. You may get kicked off of LinkedIn, but you know what? That's not the end of the world. You can get reinstated just like I was. Reach out to the host this way. It's also just a good way of finding out the name of a show. And then you might go to Google and do more research and find an email address that way. Again, of the 1,200 great resources on LinkedIn, I would try to do 100 a weekend and work my way through the list over a couple of months. It's a great way. The exact same is true for Twitter and Facebook, this exact same method. You know, Twitter is not great about allowing searches, but there are some other websites like Twilio, which are better at searching through all of the databases of Twitter. You can use a website like Twilio, type in search criteria for radio hosts, and you'll get a list of every radio host on Twitter. It's fantastic and it's really easy. Also, if you're on Twitter, I believe you're a little bit narcissistic. I mean, who else is going to want to tweet about what they had for breakfast other than a narcissist, right? And so I think that if you reach out to someone on Twitter, your chances are very good of them responding to you. As a matter of fact, I get almost a 40% response rate to the people that I meet on Twitter. I follow them. I've tried to find one or two things that they've said in the last week or so to retweet. If they print something, the next day, I tweet it out again and retweet and maybe give it a like. These are the sort of things that people notice. And they say, oh, wow, I have a new person retweeting my tweets. And then a couple of days later, I'll reach out and say, hey, I've really enjoyed your tweets. I learned about your radio show from it. I think I'd make a great guest. Can I talk to you about being a guest? Boom, you've made another connection. This is a fantastic way to build your list of targeted shows. So say you want to get on cooking shows. I would go on Twilio in the search area and type in cooking radio host. And the thousands of cooking hosts that are already on Twitter will pop up. Exact same thing with Facebook. There the searches are even easier. Facebook is designed to make searches there easy. And you'll find hundreds, thousands of hosts this way. Once you find them, reach out, connect, like, let them know you're paying attention to them, and you have started the process of building a fantastic list. 175 radio shows that I've been on, I found 175 of them using this exact method. It cost me zero money, a lot of time, but you know what? My book sold 71 copies last week. I'll be right back with another method to find hosts. Be right back.